folks, I am UltraZilla, and this is the Ultra Z News Weekend Update. The only news, not for views, but for all the views. I haven't done one in 2 weeks now, so got a bit of news. It's still not a ton of news. We're at the end of summer. Everybody's a little bit slow, I feel like. Some things are starting to roll, especially with NYCC coming up, as well as Toy Fair after that. So be prepared. There's going to be a lot of a ramp up coming up soon. But for now, let's see what we got to talk about. So without any further ado, let's get to the news. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the SUPER7 Super Cyborg Iron Giant. Could there be a more perfect marriage of toy line and figure? I don't think so. I think the Iron Giant is perfect for this line. He has the opened chest with the weapon system, whole guard on his shoulder. This is looking spectacular, guys. It's definitely gonna be one that I'm gonna have to get for my collection since I love the Iron Giant, and I really do like the Super Cyborg line. Next up, it looks like the next Mondo Rodan and Mothra drop is the standard color edition. I think a lot of folks are gonna want this one, so do be prepared to get a rolling on it as soon as it hits. I believe it hits this Tuesday, so stay alert. Stay tuned to my Facebook page. Link is down below. I will post up the link once it drops. Next, YMSF has shown off a prototype for a Wendigo figure. That's right, the legendary Wendigo, not the Marvel character, but based on the legend itself. And it looks creepy and it looks cool and it looks like it's going to go great with your Cthulhus if you got a Cthulhu. And if you didn't, you should get one because it's really awesome. And he's got a couple of awesome variants of that Cthulhu coming up. So do stay tuned for that, but this Wendigo is looking sweet. In signs that this company really listens to their fans, YOLO Park has gone back and redid the heads on their Megatron upcoming AMK series model kit or build-a-figure or whatever. This one is the one with the die-cast. It looks a lot better. It looks very G1. It looks phenomenal. So this is definitely, it was on the radar before. It's definitely on the radar now. There was a Kickstarter for it back in May, which I kind of missed. But this is going to be out for the public as well. Kickstarters are going to go out first, of course, but then everybody else is going to be able to buy this, and that is awesome news because I'm definitely going to get one. Speaking of Transformers and kicking off the Halloween season, Hasbro has announced their next collaboration, Transformers X Universal Monsters Frankenstein. Yeah, we got a Frankentron. Oh, yeah. Based on the Siege Megatron mold, this Frankentron looks incredible. I think it might be the coolest looking of these collabs, honestly. It's perfect, in my opinion. And I really even like this crazy alt mode. It looks like something out of a Godzilla movie to me. So, very, very cool. Definitely going to be picking up Frankentron when it drops. In their G1 reissue line, we're gonna get kicked back into Transformers the movie colors. That is a pretty slick. So do be on the lookout at your Walmarts for this. But Hasbro Pulse should have inventory as well. And Takara showed off their next also redo Air Razor versus Inferno. Looks pretty awesome. But going back to Hasbro and moving over to Marvel Legends, the next Haslab has been revealed, and it is a giant man, and in his most giantest form. It looks pretty good. I'm not blown away by this one. Definitely not one for me per se. But, if you like the classic Giant Man, this is for you. He comes with a couple of different heads, which look really weird to me. It makes him look like a bad guy. I don't know if he is a bad guy. Maybe one version. There's also, obviously, here, for stretch goals, you have parts to make the zombie version and parts to make a Super Skrull version. See, I don't know a lot of the history here. I know Giant Man's a classic character, but I don't know all these, variants. But it's pretty cool. It's going to run you about $200. It's on Haslab right now. Hasbro property we haven't talked about a bit. Star Wars Black Series, but I love Ahsoka, so I'm kind of interested once again maybe to get a couple of these. Here we have Ezra Bridger and an assassin droid, which is pretty cool. These guys look really, really cool, and they're pretty awesome on the show. Definitely check out the show. Then Morgan Elsbeth, the big bad so far of the show. And then probably the coolest new character, Marok, who's an awesome, I can't really explain what he is, but he's pretty cool. Then we have the Jedi droid Hyung, which looks really cool. And then a Chopper, which I believe is a redo of the older Chopper figure, but I'm not 100% sure. Moving over to Tamashii, we talked about a little bit about Tamashii this weekend, haven't we? And more to come. Alien Boltan's getting a re-release with some metallic silver colors. It looks pretty cool. The Ultra Monster DX line, we're getting another big boy. We're getting the DX Baruga from Ultraman Blazar. It's always good to have another Ultra Monster DX. It looks really cool with all that gold and purple. I like it. I'm digging what I'm seeing here. Moving over to SHF for a minute. The Street Fighter figures are getting a reissue. At least Ryu and Chun-Li in Street Fighter 6 colors. Ryu doesn't look that much different, but boy, does this metallic look great on Chun-Li. That is for sure. These are going up right now. Check out Entertainment Earth. Link is down below. In the Super Sentai DX line, how about this? Kyurger, or the Dino Charge Megazord, is coming back as a fully articulated figure. It's pretty cool. I like that idea. We just did the thing that kind of kicked off that in the DX line, the big Don Oni-Tajin. Please go check out that review. Help support the channel. That was my final review from 2022, so show it a little love, will ya? And speaking of Power Rangers, Flame Toys announced that their big Megazord is actually getting a delay. It's a little production delay there for those of you that have it on pre-order, or just go get the Lucky Cat, a little smaller one. Good Smile is doing a Nendoroid ET. This is up for pre-order at HLJ right now. Link is down below. It looks more articulated than the standard Nendoroids, and I think that's really, really interesting because it's ET, and that's a little bit odd. But that's pretty awesome as well. So it looks really cute. I'm intrigued by the extra articulation. Who doesn't love ET, right? But very cool. I like everything about this. So yeah, if you want to get it, HLJ is your spot for it down below. Speaking of cute things and Good Smile, in the Playmex kit line, we're getting a Chainsaw Man Puchida. So if you like that, go get it. Speaking of kits, MegaHouse is getting on the Sandland train with their own kit. Looks pretty decent, so you got some choices out there. But this from MegaHouse was really exciting. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but I've mentioned this like on Facebook a lot. I really want a Cyber Formula Asurata GSX. That's the car here, the race car from this anime. I've always wanted it. Now MegaHouse is doing a set here with the car with this massive Sugo trailer. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Don't know if this is the thing for me, because I really just want the car. And eventually I'll have to get one. 3-0 did come out with one, but it was a little bit pricey, but that looked gorgeous. One day, I'll have an Asurata GSX in the collection. Hey, speaking of MegaHouse, another Demolition Fantasy puzzle figure is coming out in the Ultra line, and it is a Zeton, so you could take him apart and check out his insides, play Operation, all of that. Last but not least, from MegaHouse, yeah, a lot of news. They are reissuing their Weapons Assist set for their Gridman in their Active Builder set, so you could do all the formations of Gridman with this set. The link is down below in HLJ, for HLJ, if you want to get it. It's right on their main page. Speaking of kits, I said that more than once, and I'm sorry. Hasegawa is doing one of this classic robot from the 80s, Zabungle. I do have a Zabungle figure in the high metal line that I'll eventually review, possibly. We talked about Takara briefly with Transformers, which they're synonymous for, but they also do Gashapon figures, and they did a Jaws set, which is being reissued now. This, again, you could get a HLJ 6-piece set. You're going to get the whole set of them pretty cheap. If you love Jaws, this might be something for you. It's gotten really, really good play on the Facebook page, so it seems like a lot of folks are definitely interested in possibly getting this, which is very cool. Staying with horror, NECA showed pics of their glow-in-the-dark Phantom of the Opera. This is an NYCC exclusive. I told you, NYCC stuff going to be coming more fast and more furious now. So if you're into Phantom of the Opera, you're going to be able to get a glow-in-the-dark version at NYCC. Looks pretty cool on the card backs like the other glow-in-the-dark figures have been. But this one is an exclusive to NYCC, so, you know, you got to be able to get it there. The Game Dimensions line from Bandai Play is continuing with the Tekken stuff, and this time it's King, which is a character I've really wanted a figure of. I've, passed on the Storm collectibles. This one doesn't look great, but it's going to be a lot cheaper than the Storm collectibles, so I might get it depending on how it looks in store. There's a separate little variant for GameStop stores, so do check in on that coming early in 2024. You can pre-order it at GameStop right now, and the regular version, I believe, on Amazon. Link is down below for that. 3-0 is going back to the Bloodshot well with another 1/12 scale figure. This one is the Bloodshot Unleashed and looks really cool with this cape. I believe this is basically the same figure we got before, but with the cape, a little more battle damage. It looks really, really nice. And last but not least, DST is doing a Rebel Moon figure, a line that's the upcoming Zack Snyder Netflix. Looks really cool, so far so good. Only 2 figures revealed, but we'll see how it goes, and we'll see if the movie is a show. Whatever it is good. And that is the news. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.